I'm back.
Gulp.
Attend the church of your choice this Sunday and take someone with you.
All right, Neptune, let's get it on!
Hello, everybody. It's me, May Lynn, and it's time. I forgot I painted my nails. Don't they look pretty? It's time for another story time. So, how are you doing? Is it cold where you are? It's so cold here. So, I've begun my transition to winter girl, which is weird because it's almost March and it just now started getting cold. But anyway. I thought that we would read a book. It's been a while since we've done a story time, and I want to get back into the feel of things. I was gone for a while. But I've got a book. I don't know when I got this, but it's right here, and it's called This Little Dreamer, an Inspirational Primer. Fun fact, kids, I'm going to be adding 2 addendums to 2 famous people in this book. Can you guess which 2 famous people get a little bit of more historical context because of controversies? There is Gandhi cosplaying as Rey Skywalker, and I like that. Where did I get this book that it says this book it belongs to Cooper? No, it does not. This book belongs to May Lynn. Look at that. Oh, look, there's other books. This little artist, this little scientist, this little trailblazer. Those are all people from Portland. This little explorer, and look at that, this little war criminal. Oh wait, president. I read that wrong. This little president. I'm back. So let's read this book.
Are you ready?
And I am going to be adding my own bit of history to these historical figures, because if there's one thing that May Lynn knows, it's history. I know so much about these famous people. I'll be helping you with that. Inspiring others to be peaceful and fair, a hope for the future with ideas to share. Little dreamers make our big world better. And there's our 10 famous people in this book. Can you name any of them? Can you? Let's see. This is Sojourner Truth. That is such an awesome name. This little dreamer was born a slave. She escaped to freedom, which was very brave. Sojourner Truth spoke out to say that women of all colors should be allowed to vote and that slavery was wrong. You know what I like about Sojourner Truth? Her glasses are those wire things that you use to dunk your egg into the dye during Easter. Pa's eggs. Henry Berg, I guess, is how you would pronounce that. Henry Berg. He was the first man to be born with googly eyes. Henry Berg. This little dreamer believed in the cause of protecting animals by making new laws. Henry Berg began the ASPCA, ASPCA, to ensure fair treatment of animals and to help pets find families that love them. Oh, you know what that is? That's a flurkin. I've got one of those right here. See? Blah. Clara Barton. This little dreamer was a nurse who cared. She tended Civil War soldiers when they were hurt and scared. And there she is, being a nurse in the Civil War. Clara Barton was the first president of the American Red Cross, which helps people survive disasters like floods and fires. She was a Civil War nurse, so here, have some medicine. It's just whiskey. Also, look at her feet. Who is she, Michael Jackson? Do 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 do. Good on you, Clara Barton. John Muir. This little dreamer loved nature as a boy. He helped build national parks that we can all enjoy. John Muir and some friends formed the Sierra Club, which works to protect parklands and wilderness areas in the U.S. I'm not going to go into any details about the life of John Muir, but if you want, you can get on Google or Bing or Ask Jeeves or Alta Vista and just, on your spare time, maybe you or your parent or legal guardian can just search the term John Muir racism. And you can learn some things for yourself. Mahatma Gandhi. This little dreamer refused to fight. Using peaceful protest, he showed his might. Mahatma Gandhi helped the people of India to freedom from being ruled by Great Britain. He's giving me South Park vibes. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's fine. Mother Teresa. This little dreamer was a Catholic nun who spent her life trying to help everyone. Mother Teresa took action to get hospitals, schools, and food for poor and sick people in India and elsewhere. Wow! I had no idea that white ginger boys and blonde-haired white girls were poor people in India, but sure. If you'd like to learn more about Mother Teresa, I suggest you go to Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia that anyone can edit, because there's 2 pages there. There's 1 page just about Mother Teresa, and there's a second page that's equally as big with her controversies and criticisms. So feel free to go see that, and you can read that on your own. Martin Luther King Jr. This little dreamer marched on Washington, D.C. to speak about freedom and equality. Reverend Martin
Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. What'd he do?
He died for his sins.
No, that was...
Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous I Have a Dream speech encouraged everyone to treat people of all colors the same. Why here? It's like, oh, here's a tiny little mustache. Here's some tiny little eyebrows. Here, full on. Why did they do that? It seems a bit confusing, but whatever. Dolores Huerta. This little dreamer demanded fair pay for workers picking fruit and doing farm jobs all day. There you go. Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez organized grape pickers and American shoppers to win better treatment for farm workers. I'm not entirely sure why, but this is giving me big Parks and Rec vibes. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. This little dreamer said I'd dissent when she disagreed with the court's judgment. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was the second woman on the U.S. Supreme Court where she makes decisions that keeps laws fair for all people. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I saw a movie about her. Jim Yong Kim. This little dreamer led a program to provide better care and medicine to fight diseases worldwide. Looks like he got punched in the face. Okay, figured it out. You see this guy? See this guy's face? All of these characters in this book looks like their faces have been made on a Wii. On a Nintendo Wii. I knew I had seen those eyes and that nose somewhere. Yeah. And those lips, too. You see that? This is all done with a Wii. Wow, Joan Holub and Daniel Rood. I figured out your scam. Jim Yong Kim moved from South Korea to the U.S. at age 5. He became a doctor and works to help poor countries succeed. Very nice. And now here's a bunch of other people. Look at this. Kindness, sharing, speaking out, fair play. What could you do to help others someday? So many people here. There is Dorothea Dix, convinced U.S. lawmakers to build kinder, safer prisons and hospitals. Good for her. Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote the book Uncle Tom's Cabin, which got more people interested in ending slavery. Alfred Nobel, he gave his money to fund 6 prizes that celebrate outstanding work each year, including the Nobel Peace Prize and Publishers Clearinghouse. Not a lot of people know that. Grace Lee Boggs, she batted .820 for the New York. This writer organized her community to plant gardens to beautify empty lots. Okay, that's cool. I dig that. John F. Kennedy, why is he the only person in this book who gets blue eyes? Everyone else has black eyes, but John F. Kennedy. That seems a bit odd, but okay. As a U.S. president, he began a fitness program to get kids excited about exercise. Yes, that's the one thing everyone knows about John F. Kennedy. Nelson Mandela, this first black president of South Africa, fought rules that separated people of different skin colors. And they put him in jail. But he was still a leader in jail, and he wrote books. I'm pretty sure he wrote 50 Shades of Grey in jail. Dalai Lama, he is the second most famous Lama next to Cusco from The Emperor's New Groove.
Whoa, no touchy. No touchy. No touch.
Leader of a religion called Tibetan Buddhism who promotes peace, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Sure. Co-wrote Imagine, a song that encourages worldwide friendship. Sure. He is in this book. Banksy. Okay. No one knows who Banksy is, but Banksy creates surprising art to make us think about kindness and fairness. Okay. Jane Addams co-created Hull House in Chicago to educate, feed, and care for new U.S. immigrants. She was also the first woman to ever fart. Eleanor Roosevelt, this U.S. First Lady, wanted women to be able to get the same jobs as men. Ansel Adams, who he portrayed Torgo in the movie Manos, the Hands of Fate.
Very well. The master will be very disturbed. I'll get the luggage.
You see him right there? That's Torgo. Thank you, honey. The haunting Torgo theme. His black and white photos of nature inspired interests in protecting the environment. He also grew corn to feed all the orphans and once slapped a Sasquatch in the face for making fun of his mom. Jimmy Carter, this former U.S. president helps Habitat for Humanity build homes for families in need. He was also our first president who was also a peanut. Harvey Milk, the first openly gay man to win a first-time U.S. election. He wanted all people to have the respect and love they deserve. They named milk after him. Before Harvey Milk came along, it was called Stinky Cow Water. They're like, there's got to be a better name for this. And then, like, Harvey Milk. Milk, eh? LaDonna Harris, this once shy Comanche girl, grew up to speak out for Native American rights. Right on. Malala Yousafzai. I know how to pronounce her name. She protested when girls weren't allowed to go to school when she lived in Pakistan. Good for you. And Greta Thunberg. This teenage activist wants people to work fast to solve global climate change. She's also really good at roasting conservatives on Twitter. You? I scared one of the cats off the table with my loud you. But that is the end of that story. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Did you like that story? Hopefully you did. Hopefully you learned a little bit about people. And I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! You how do you pronounce her last name? Malala Yousafzai? I've never had to pronounce her last
Malala,
name. I've
can you
only
Google
ever
it?
said Malala.
Yeah, let's just
I feel bad.
maybe pause the video and learn how to say her last name because
And we say bye-bye.